and tons of fun with these beautiful sparklers. They're like orbs that you can bend and mold into any kind of shape, whether it's a sphere, as you see there. By the way, it comes with a stake and a little hanger so you can hang it from a tree or put it along the sidewalk like that. You will love the fact that not only is it one color or two colors. I mean, it's a bunch of colors. In fact, 144 different combinations of colors and effects, and that's what's gonna be so fun. Look at how pretty it looks in a vase. I mean, that's what I say, it's so classy and elegant, but then it's really fun and festive too, depending on where you're putting them, indoor or out, how many you're putting out there, what kind of color you want. You can do a strobe, you can do a fade. We'll show you all the different choices. Those are so easy to work with. They come out of the box easily, like ready to go. You don't have one thing that you need to do other than decide where am I gonna put it. So let's take a look. I know last hour it got super, super busy and deep in hold. So jumped at the head of the line, and I do encourage you to get more than two, or get more than one, because once you get to two, once you get to two, you'll only pay $5.50 for the two, and if you get three, it's only $5.50 shipping. If you get 10, it's $5.50 shipping. So this is the time to do it, and I do love all the different choices in color. The remote is amazing, Alexandra.
You have all the control in the remote, so I just went through, I rotated through all of the solid colors. Here's the white, this is the cool white, here's the warm white. I have orange, here's the like real orange, right? And then lilac and purples and blues and aquas. And then of course I've got combinations, multi. I have the Christmas red, green, and white. I have red, white, and blue. I have red and white. Then we have the glimmer. I can rotate through all of the, look at that. Glimmer is my absolute favorite. Look at how that sparkles.
Isn't it just crazy?
Right, it just dazzles, right? You can, the arms are bendable. This is the most customizable, bendable, personalized. You can really take on with the different shapes. Isn't that beautiful? And so just so that it's not so going crazy when you're looking at it, I'll keep it a little bit more steady. But you, as you saw from the video, you can put a couple of these walking up your pathway. You can have the ground stake. It's going to come. Here's the ground stake. Can you see? Oh yes, you can see them in your yard. You can hang them from the tree. You can put them in the shrubs. If you have a couple of urns or a couple of planters by your front door, you could flank the door with them. You really have the opportunity to work with all of the arms. Each of the arms are a heavy gauge metal.
And there's a lot of them. What is there, like 50?
Like 55? 55? I thought it was 55, I read.
It's intense. It's not like chintzy. It's not little. It's really quite impressive.
It's really spectacular. You can arrange the arms the way you want. You can use them as decor. You can put them outside. Tree topper, a beautiful star at the top of your tree. You can insert them in the tree, in the garland, on your wreath. There's a myriad of ways. You can see it's going to come closed. You open up the arms. It's not just LED, it's RGB, red, green, blue. The most advanced, the latest technology in LED lighting. And what it does, it allows each of the little bulbs to morph and go through the entire spectrum of colors, and that's why the colors are so bright and so lush. It's really lush and bright, and you can see how you can do the color changing. You can do this. What? Let me see the fade, the glimmer. I'm just going back to the glimmer.
There's like 105 LED lights on there. Yeah. So again, it's very, very concentrated, and that's why it's such an impactful sphere. It's 18 inches, by the way, all the way around. If you wanted to flatten out one side and just kind of create a cascade diameter, of a fan, like a traveler's palm, you could do it that way. We're showing you on this tree in our studio, which is a magnificent and huge tree, so you can see it's got quite a presence. But if you wanted to slip them into some of the branches and kind of flatten them out for more of like a starry night kind of effect, you can do that too. I think it's just brilliant that you can use these tabletop. You can use them on as a tree topper. You can use them. Here's the thing, you're gonna use them all the time. It's not gonna be something you tuck away for, oh, it's seasonal, we're gonna pull it out for Christmas. You will use it, maybe it's a college graduation theme party and you've got certain colors. Maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's an anniversary, and you really wanna create a classy impact. You can do these on a table and do a tablescape with them. We've got lots of them around the studio, so we'll take you on a little tour. But I do wanna remind you again, this is only today at this price. These are about a $60 regular at HSN, about $72 in retail. So this price is pretty close to half price of what you'd find in retail. Right. And I really hope you can get multiples. I think you'll regret not getting more than two. Do four, if you get too many, you can send however many back within a month. But if you do wait and try to come back and get more later, I can't make any guarantees.
I have had so many, I've had people, whenever I put these sparklers in the past, I've literally had cars driving down the street, you know, the cars that are kind of checking out what is the decor in the neighborhood. And on more than one occasion, I had the car not only stop, but the person walked up the driveway. They saw me in the garage, and you know, initially I'm like, "What are you what are you doing?" And they're like, "Where did you get those lights in your yard?"
So
on HS, I mean, twice the person not only stopped but came all the way up into coming into my garage.
People.
These are people that live in my neighborhood, but I don't know you. I mean, I maybe I saw you on another street. I mean, it was really something else, and that is the wow factor.
Compliment.
That is the height of compliment. So I just love that. I have this one turned upside down so that you can see that you can actually hang this. I want to show you, you are going to receive the hook. So you can just use, there's a little hook right here. I'm going to put the hook right through so that the larger hook can hang on the gutters.
I think they weigh like 1.5 pounds.
Do they? I mean, look, my pinky, I mean, they weigh like, I could wear it as an earring. I mean, it's like so, this is really lightweight. So you can hang these on the gutters, you can put these on the eaves, and then you can just remove the hook. You turn it back upside down, and then you can slot this into the little holder, and now you can stake this into the ground, all right? But that's one way. This is a lot of light. That RGB, that LED bulb is just really bright, and it's going to illuminate a large amount of space. So let's take a little tour of the studio.
Let's do it.
So you can get more ideas on how to use it.
Thank you, by the way, for all your orders. I know it already just instantly, like the volume of calls just went crazy. So either express ordering, which is just dial that toll-free number, that app or the QR code on the screen is the fastest way to get to our website. hsn.com is another. Our phone. Get your smartphone, download the HSN app. It's free. It's a fabulous way to shop wherever life takes you. And like I said, this isn't 2 per customer as a limit. Most people are getting minimum 2. Some people are getting 4. A lot of people are getting 6 or more. Because as you're looking at that tree, I mean, 18 inches, imagine how big that is. Like, just kind of do a little test around,
that is
with your
sizable,
arms.
but
it's
especially
big.
with the bright light, it's just giving so much light, and that type of illumination is something that we really hunger for during the holidays. So you saw them in my hand, you saw them in the yard, you saw them hanging on shrubs, in trees, you saw them in a vase in front of the table. It's a beautiful burst of light. Oh, I didn't show you this. When you come back to me, I will show you, but I'm glad we're showing you so many different ways that you can actually, look, whenever I need a place to put something, I just put it right there. And so you can see how it's coming together, and you're just going to open up those arms. So it's going to come out of the box with the adapter. It's going to come with that ground stake and the little loop. But then it's going, look how small this is. This is nice and small. And then each of these arms will open up, and it has all of that reflective light quality, all right? So I'm going to put this down, and I want to show you on the mantle here. We have 3 of them, and they are in our warm white setting.
I think this is so pretty.
Right? So we have one here, one here, one here. So you can see this transforms the mantle from a lovely mantle with some LED lights that are woven into the garland, which is lovely, but this is just a completely other level. Last night we had it in red, and it was twinkling with the glimmer. And it was just like, it was almost just too bright for the television. So I just love how we have that here. Follow me to the tree. This is a very large tree. It has an enormous girth. It's got to be like a 14-foot tree. This is probably one of the biggest trees that you would even have in your home. But we're using one of our bendable sparklers on the top of the tree as our star on the tree, or our burst of light on top of the tree, the sparkler on top of the tree, and it works beautifully. It's very easy to attach. And then we have a couple more, we have 1, 2, 3 more that are just tucked into the branches. If I wanted to, I could close them and make it like a tighter cluster, or I can open it up and really maximize that 18-inch. There's a lot of versatility, and of course I can select the colors. You know, I've changed the colors for Christmas in my home like almost every year. Some years it's all white and gold, some years it's red and green. It just depends. It just depends.
And I try to do that too.
Use that from
and that's what I love about
year.
this. It's like one purchase, and you can change it into so many different options every year after year after year without having to rebuy and rebuy and rebuy. And that's that's why I say get as many as you can think. You can squeeze into your budget today because you will love the fact you can change your mind. You can change the impact based on the multicolors, solid colors. We'll show that to you again here in just a few moments. But we're going to continue our tour to show you our ideas.
Yeah, well, we have a couple of them hanging in the window here. And I want to show you just the remote control. Not only allows you to change the colors, but you can also select if you want a 4, 6, or an 8-hour timer with just the touch of the button on the remote control. So I have it right here in my hand. And then I can use the remote control to change it to red. Look at that. I can change it to green, blue. That's so beautiful for Hanukkah. Here's the red, the blue, the green. One of my favorite is the glimmer, so that it's kind of twinkling, kind of like a real sparkler, a sparkler that's never going to run out or burn your hand, okay?
Good point.
And then if I want to rotate throughout all the colors of the twinkle, see how it's rotating?
See, to me, that looks like it's a firework.
It
like
does look like a
up
firework.
in the sky. Oh,
right? That
just
is
so
just
cool.
so pretty. And then you can also put it on something called jump. And jump is just jumping from color to color. The duo fade is pretty cool. So it's 2 colors that are morphing into all of the colors with just the touch of a button. And
the
you
blue
can
and green,
right,
wow.
the blue green. And then I can also
Oh, that's pretty
increase.
too.
Yeah, I can put it on twinkle. And I can play with the speed. I have 1 button for speed. And I can press it, it's going faster.
So
Okay,
cool.
and now it's going to slow down. So now it's a slower twinkle. Here's like the medium speed twinkle. Maybe that's ideal for you indoors. And then outdoors, you want it to be like a little bit faster. Look, isn't that great, right?
It just is mesmerizing to look at these. I mean, they're so pretty. And it's not like it's this big sphere with one little light at the end of every single strand or branch, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's multiple LEDs leading up to the core of that sphere, is my best descriptive word to you. And that's why it's got such an impact. There's not
pretty?
just like 10 or 20 LED lights. It's encrusted, like 55 of
It's
them.
55 of the little lights, and remember that technology, the LED, it's really morphing throughout all the colors. It gives you just so much flexibility. I mean,
Yeah.
this is something that can go right into a solid color like aqua. We went from red, white, and blue to this beautiful,
pretty.
like a sea foamy aqua, this like decadent spa-like color. And you want to talk about a gender reveal, and she's having another girl, right? She's having okay, like you could do it like that. That's
Think
just
about
so
this
beautiful.
though. Think about like weddings, where you really want to like really go over the top and make it super special. I mean, if you did these really high in the ceiling, I mean, anything goes with where you can hang these. None of them, you know, it's just really one of the coolest things. And I'm so delighted that so many of you are getting these. We got one more idea to share with you here with just a minute on the clock.
Oh, okay. So if you, I'm big on illumination and having great lighting in your space. And so it doesn't just have to be holidays, parties, or anything like that. This could be every day. This could be in your bedroom. This could be in your office. This could be in your daughter's dorm room. But we took a simple white vase. Look how beautiful that is with the
I know.
snow. You know, I keep
It's
looking at
just
that video. I'm a
magical.
little jealous of that snow.
I know.
Because, you know,
I
it's
couldn't
2,000
agree
degrees
more.
down here. But here we have a simple white vase. And we just kind of did it as a fan where we actually clustered the arms kind of, you know, together and did a half crescent. And then with the remote control, any color I want. It can be red. It could be the cool white. It could be right in time for the holidays. But this is going to give a lot of illumination. I'm telling you, this whole space, you know, right now in the studio, this is a big space. So I've got these tall walls and I've got a lot of lights on. Can you imagine this in your home, in your room, how it would just light up that whole area? The light doesn't always have to be just a lamp or just the hi-hats. This can be far more creative lighting. And of course, for the holidays, you can turn it on like that too.
I'm excited for you to get these. Don't forget, it's only today at this price. So more you get, the more you save, because $5.50 is all you'll spend on shipping, even if you get 10, if you get 20. If you're a party thrower, if you're a caterer, you know what? This is going to be one of those go-to, always works for every event kind of decoration.
You know what kills me? You could go to the big store and you'll buy, you know, a $200 item just for Halloween, where with a $200 investment in these lights, what you would have and the flexibility of what you could do. And I'm telling you, you could just buy 3 and you'll just be so happy that you did, because
I think the more you
this
get,
is one of the most special items I've ever had the pleasure of sharing with you.
Yeah, it really is really awesome. And if you decide against the extras, if you get too many, you can always send them back within a 30-day time frame. But speaking of money, if you wanted to be an HSN card holder, there's going to be a $10 gift waiting for you in your account when you get ready to check out, and that goes to the whole total sum of whatever